You're very welcome to the Lee Shopping Centre Senior Football Championship quarter-final clash between Emo and Portlaoise. And this game today is brought to you by Tracy's Bar and Restaurant based in the Heat, calling for a great pint and great food. Farrell and McElwee Solicitors, providing a trusted and results-driven service. JK Autos, based in the Heat, just 2 minutes off the M7 motorway. Find them at jkautos.ie. Beers on Wheels, the best bar equipment with home draft beers, along with the Gallopers Rest mobile bar, now taking bookings for Christmas parties. And today's Man the Match brought to you by DS Sports, based in Emo. Check out the half price sale online now.
Very welcome here this evening to MW Hiramore Park for the last quarter-final of the day, the Senior Football Championship quarter-final, sponsored by the Lee Shopping Centre. An intriguing battle going to unfold here between Emo and Portlaoise. Horrendous weather conditions, hasn't let up all day here, wind and rain. Fergal Byrne I'm joined with here, no introduction needed for Fergal. We'll see the teams now, and we're going to start with the Emo team, and there's a number of changes in this to the programme. So in goal is Niall Gorman for Emo, the full back line. Coming in instead of Thomas Scully is Liam Crowley. So Liam Crowley with James O'Rourke and Jack Setright beside him. The half back line, Evan Joyce makes way for Parry Kerwin. Yeah, Shane Murphy's beside him, and then number 17 Finbar Crowley comes in there instead of Tommy Keegan. Midfield, Sean Green and Darren Strong. The half forward line, Brian Gorman comes in there instead of Stephen Norton, Nigel Murphy, and then number 23 Keane Langford comes in for David Gorman. And the full forward line stays as it is. Paul Lawler, the wily forward who's really scored a lot of scores from this year. Jack Owens beside him, and Patrick Hosey, who loved this ground and open space, is on the other corner forward. Portlaoise's team then, Graham Brody's in goal, full back line, Michael Dowling, Frank Flanagan and David Seal. The half back line, Paddy Downey, Chris Finn and Gary Saunders. Midfield, Kieran Lillis and Kieran McAvoy. The half forward line, Damon Larkin is replaced by Benny Carroll. Conor Boyle centre forward with Garrett Dillon outside him, and the full forward line, Paul Cahalane, is replaced by number 20 Brian Glynn. John Kavanagh starts full forward, and Ricky Marr the other corner forward.
Put Portlaoise on the scoreboard for the first time today.
Well, John Kavanagh steps up 2 steps into the middle, takes a kick, and that looks well on its way, and it is. The umpire said yes, that's a great score. John Kavanagh accept this
Absolutely.
One and take it. They will get themselves on the scoring board. And Owens throwing the strokes straight over the bar, and that's their draw match. 7 minutes gone, a point each. You can they're an option. I think Fergal, you're right to say Brody's only one thing in his mind here is to go the full distance with it, and he has a good go at that, and that looks excellent. That's an excellent score, and that will boost his confidence. I know the last day he missed it.
It's almost central, so you'd imagine him to be able to put this over the bar, Pat.
So Brody comes up and strokes it again, similar to the first one. That's straight over the blue spot, really accurate so far. And that's how they're looking. Where they're going to go. Boyle was looking for, didn't get it. Went back to Kieran Lillis. He's back here. He's going to orchestrate lots of stuff. He's still looking. He's plenty of time to up and put the head up and look. And he finds out Frank Flanagan, who claimed the mark. It was outside the 45. He must have travelled a distance. But anyway, Frank Flanagan not unsure what to do, but he takes the kick and he pops it over the bar. And while the whole of Emo stood debating with Brendan Hickey, Frank Flanagan they still have enough cover back there, Portlaoise. They won't mind once they have the ball, and Boyle will come across to David Seal. Seal now, inside again to Ricky Marr. Ricky on his own. Could he turn with his right boot? And that's an excellent score by Ricky Marr. Well done, Ricky. Super score there. And Portlaoise just aren't eke away again the water. So it's not a day for hopping this ball. It's to get him moving quickly. Portlaoise should be doing, but Jack Owens now trying to get him on the scoreboard, and that's straight over the bar. And they badly needed that. 2.5 points. I know it sounds bad, but they've been pushing. So Paul Lawler steady up. He had an opportunity from plays this kind of similar distance earlier. It dropped a bit sharp from her to right, but this one he's steadying up better, and there's no mistake this time, is there? Absolutely not. No, Paul Lawler, and that's a huge score for Emo as it goes in. And Brendan Hickey blows half time, and Emo come dancing off the field, really delighted with themselves. There's only 2 points in it, Fergal. Portlaoise have 5 points, Emo 3 points. All to be played for, I suppose, but Emo would be quite happy as Brian Glynn and Kieran McAvoy go back into the middle. Finbar Crowley and Darren Strong break it, and it breaks again to Crowley as it did in the first half, and Crowley sets off with Glynn in his wake. Come across the Seal inside there to go. Nigel Murphy, he turns back on his right, and there's the score. And I said important is who got the first score, Fergal. I presume I'm still needs to concur with Brendan Hickey. We didn't miss it, we missed it. Not sure. Brian Glynn doesn't, but Paul Lawler won't mind as he takes the shit, and now it's a draw game. and Emo back fight strong, has to go back with it, Saunders. Back to Frank Flanagan. Jack Owens trying to cover the ground and get up to him. Finn now on his own has to go low for that one, gathers it, takes a quick kick in, and there's on Benny Carroll. How did anyone leave him unattended? That's a mistake for Emo to do that, because this could be dangerous. Jack Settrick goes in, and there's a shot, and there's a goal. And as I said, how do you leave Benny Carroll standing on his own? John Strong certainly won't be happy with that.
That's a hammer blow for Carroll. 40 metres from goal with no one within 30 metres of him. But Chris Finn, Pat picked them out from inside his own half.
Patsy Kerwin, a great little player, this man. A great pace. Lillis coming back, tried to dispossess him, and Lillis got the effective touch on it. They stay going, and Portlaoise really defending like Trojans there, but Seal drops the ball. Brian Gorman inside to Paul Lawler. Lawler might take the free. No, the point. Crosses it across to Darren Strong. Darren Strong kicks it over the bar. Emo in there before the break to Benny Carroll. Benny back to Garrett Dillon. Garrett in straight across. Cahalane comes out for Cahalane, gathers it on Dutchy Holland, goes looking for who's going to give it to Garrett Dillon, gets it, turns back around, comes out to Boyle back out to Ronan McAvoy comes off the upright, and that goes straight over the bar. Great score.
Nice introduction for Ronan McAvoy, Pat, but I tell you,
is one of them. Will he go under that? But that's going to come out. Paddy Kerwin is underneath this, catch it and going to stay going. He pops it. He didn't pop it aside, but now he does to Paul Lawler. Lawler going to queuing up for this one. Fancies the chances of this one, and there's an excellent score from Paul Lawler. And if he gets more, Gary Paul Lawler is in the top of Gary Saunders, and then Jack Owens might get it. Jack Owens does. What's he going to do with it? He pops it aside to Paul Lawler. Lawler switches out here where there's room. Darren Strong is it? Strong with the kick, and that's an excellent score. That comes from another mistake. And to young David Gorman that came in there. Gorman, not young anymore, but young David, he came in there earlier on, fresh legs, I suppose. Darren with a long ball. Paul Lawler is on underneath. Who else on it for it? And Paul Lawler going to do the sensible thing as you would expect from him, and puts it over to the kick. Darren settles it again, comes across a dangerous ball, but they do maintain it. Nigel Murphy. It comes to the brother Shane Murphy now. Goes to the corner. Jack Owens tries to turn and gets the ball at the same time. He got to poor Frank Flanagan, tries to speculative kick. That is an unbelievable score from Jack Owens.
And it's really put his team under pressure here.
Yeah, so there was no player here for Portlaoise to try to scramble to win it back. Strong across to Jack Settright. He'd been involved in a load of stuff. Darren Strong has really shone well today here again. Murphy across to his brother Shane outside to Jack Owens. Owens turning back on the left. Will he try on the right? Will he try another shot? And there's an unbelievable score. If you thought the first one was good, 63 minutes played. The score Emo 11 points, Portlaoise 1-6, but there's no more time, and Brendan Hickey blows the final whistle, and Portlaoise have been beaten by Emo in the death. Making great night, fantastic. I'm joined here by Darren Strong. Darren, I'll let you get your breath, but we want to thank you, both teams. That was a tremendous game in unbelievable conditions, poor conditions obviously. That was a hard game, Darren. I know they're all hard, but that was particularly hard in those conditions, I'm sure.
Yeah, very hard. Look, anytime you play Portlaoise, they are the kingpins of Laois, so we are just so happy to get out with a win. It's unbelievable. I don't know, words can't describe it at the moment. I said to the boys before the game, we've nearly beat them up through the years, nearly, and we've been talking about nearly wins for the last, I don't know, since I'm playing, since 2004, and just finally we're over the line. We're in the semi-final now, so we just have to push forward.
Yeah, and look, myself and Fergal were talking about, we were commentating on it. He did the work, and this, just to tell you, Darren, whether you think or not, this wasn't a fluke. He really, really worked your socks off to get this to a man. Paul Lawler, unbelievable scores when needed. Jack Owens, 2 points. I don't think we've seen the likes of it ever. We thought the first one was good, the second one was fantastic. But they were only played, but their backs really, the two Murphys, Finbar. To name them all, I have named a few, but I could name every single person on the team. Brian Gorman, unbelievable work. But the break, the 4 weeks, every other team had got the 4 breaks as one. You're the 4th team. I said that before, whether that was an omen or not. But you benefited from it. You obviously went away. But that win against O'Dempsey's, I think that buoyed you up big time, did it?
Really did, yeah. And it just showed we're finishing strong in all our games so far, and it showed from our training. We're fit as fiddles. The boys have us in great condition. The 4 weeks that we didn't let up, we trained hard. We have a very, very, very young team. Myself and Paul are probably the oldest on the team. And it's just the fitness from the boys coming forward. The defence is unbelievable. Defence today is how we won it. And in fairness to Jack the 2 pints he's kicked, I give out to him all week. I said, please don't kick shots from where you're not meant to. But by Jesse made me eat my words today.
Good, and you're delighted for that. And again, I know, look, this will be delight in Emo and all that, but I know you're a true professional. You know, this is only a quarter-final win. You have a lot more to do. You have an awful lot more. This year is going to continue on for long more for you, and I'm sure your father, John, and the rest of the lads will ground you fairly quick.
Yeah, Pat, in fairness, look, it's quarter-final. It's brilliant to beat Portlaoise, and it's just we have to get into our heads now. There's nothing won. We have to push on whoever we're playing in the semi-final now, and really, we're 6 weeks away, so we just have a lot of work to do. And there was some mistakes made today, and we just need to work on that. Work hard for the next 6 weeks. We've won that, and we don't need to get complacent. There's great teams left in it, and hopefully whoever we play next, we get to beat them again to a final.
So Darren, for today, well done. Off to a hot fire for yourself and nothing else, I'm sure. You're still in the championship, and well done. But you defeated the county champions, Portlaoise. Respect to them, in fairness, and they put up a real battle as you would from county champions. They never get up. As we said, Miss Fergus said, it wasn't anything that Portlaoise did wrong. It was just what you did. Your hunger really shone out in the end.
It was, Pat. And look, all the young lads that we have been playing with St. Paul's, and they've won the whole way up, and they know how to win. Where years ago we probably would have crumbled because we didn't know how to win, and it just showed. It showed against the Dempseys when the Dempseys were a few pins up. We came back and we won, and the same today. It just looked like a draw was written all over the cards, and then Jack Owens just steps up and kicks 2 almighty points.
Darren, we'll let you on and enjoy it, and well done. Fair play to you.
Today's Man of the Match brought to you by DS Sports, based in Emo. Check out the half-price sale online now. And man of the match for today's game is Emo's Jack Owens. Jack had a quite enough first half by his standard, but burst into life in the second half, scoring 4 points, 2 frees and 2 unbelievable points off the outside of the right boot. These 2 points, as you can see here, ensured Emo's passage through to the semi-finals of the Laois Senior Football Championship. Kudos, Jack.